Welcome back, everybody. I have not uploaded an Infield breakdown in a while. This is a request. One of you guys DM'd me on Instagram and requested this guy. I don't think he's got a big enough name, so I don't think I don't know what the name of the video will be. But hopefully you guys can see me okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I've got a new setup, as you can see. I've just moved to the CBD. Right in the CBD, like right into the very center, purely for logistics reasons. And I've just moved. I'm in the middle of moving, so decided to literally, this is my first night in the new place, and I've just set this up super quick. So hopefully you guys can see me and hear me okay. The reason why I moved is logistics reasons for the next 12 months. I've got nothing else on the schedule except for game, making these videos, making YouTube videos, and blogging. So for the next 12 months, all I'm going to be doing is game. That's it. Living the life for the next 12 months. And this is going to be my first Infield breakdown. Hopefully the next one I'll have a better setup. I got a bit of a cough because I got dust everywhere still. I just moved in. But I got 4 videos lined up. And thank you very much to the guy who sent me these 4 videos and requested this. I haven't heard of this guy before. But let's just get straight into it, hey?
Sorry, I'm looking for a place called like Jamba Juice around here. You know what is it?
I'm sorry. Very.
Okay. Walk and talk. Looks like it's lunchtime. Looks like, I think it's in America or something like that. Looks cold. Approach, walk and talk. Directions. I'm looking for a Jamba Juice. Jamba Juice, I don't know what that is. That must be the Boost Juice equivalent in America. I've heard of Jamba Juice before, just never seen one before. Yeah, he's asking for directions off the approach, walk and talk.
Fast. I can't understand.
I can't understand Japanese girls. These girls are awesome. I love Japanese girls.
Can I understand what you mean? You speak
English, yes.
What you speak? You speak Chinese or something?
Japan.
You speak Chinese or something? This is a lesson for you guys. I'm just going to cut to the chase. If she has an accent and you're not sure where, don't just guess one, because it could insult her, especially if she's Japanese and you say, are you Chinese or something? If you know anything about Asia, they couldn't be more different. They're almost totally different cultures, and in fact, they're enemies. So it's like someone going over to some white girl in the street. She sounds foreign, and you say, what are you, Russian or something? And she goes, no, I'm from London, I'm British. It's like they're enemies, right? They're not friends. And that could be very insulting if you pick the wrong country. So you go, oh, really? Where are you from? You don't just go out and guess a country.
Nice to meet you, I'm Pedri.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Very fast.
Let's do that again.
I can't understand.
You can understand what you mean? You speak
English, yes.
What you speak? You speak Chinese or something?
Japanese.
Nice to meet you, I'm Pedri.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So are you just a tourist here?
Huh?
Are you a tourist, like visiting? Yeah.
Big city?
Do you live here?
Yeah, I live.
Oh, you're living here now, right?
Yeah.
So you wanna go to Jamba Juice right here?
Okay, so he asked for Jamba Juice. Where are you from? Oh, you're a tourist here. Are you living around here? Come for an instant date.
The juice, you know? What's your name?
My name?
Yeah?
My name is Mickey.
Mickey, I'm Pedri. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Come with me, you know, like I'm going to like Jamba.
Japanese girls are awesome.
Just to buy something to drink, you should come with me. You know what Jamba Juice is? Like a place that sells smoothies. What happened?
I have a plan.
A plan?
Yeah.
What is your plan?
Many.
You meeting somebody right now?
Yeah.
Who? Your mom?
No. My friend.
I'm joking all that.
My mom is Japan.
Oh, your mom is in Japan?
Yeah, I live alone.
High five for that, you know? That's cool.
Yeah, I like your fashion.
So it's like if you're meeting your friend like right now, like is your friend waiting for you?
No, maybe I. Yeah.
Yeah, so he went in super duper indirect, asking for directions, and as soon as he noticed weakness, he just went straight into logistics and started looking for compliance. You can see it. As soon as he noticed agreeableness, he just started pulling. I think if she is super agreeable at this point, you can kind of see that he would probably pull her straight back to his place if he could. You can see that he went from super duper indirect, and he noticed so much weakness immediately, and then he's like, boom, pull. Weakness, compliance, agreeableness. Okay, instant date. I dare say this guy would be able to pull her immediately. And that's not just because she's easy to pull, it's because he identified it. You can see it. He identified that she was agreeable and easy to pull, and he went for it. He saw the compliance and he just ran with it.
So I wanna get something at Starbucks, you know?
Yeah.
I wanna get something for me, you know?
Okay.
But do you wanna come with me, right? Because it's right here.
Where are you from?
I'm Dominican.
Dominican?
Yeah, Dominican Republic.
I know. Oh, very cold.
You've been in Dominican Republic before? You've been in Dominican Republic before?
And I have many.
I have what?
Hockey.
Yes. Oh, you see, speak Spanish. Come here. That's cool, you know?
So instantly he's like, I gotta go do this, come with me. And he's just taking her along, sitting her down. Even though she's got plans, she's so compliant and agreeable.
So are you friends?
Friends, and I don't know him.
Who the fuck is that guy? They're like, who the fuck is that guy on my birthday, you know? Right? Like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking creep. That is your friend, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, who the fuck is this motherfucker here in the fucking picture? You know? Like, get the fuck out of here, you bitch.
I don't know him.
Like, you're like fucking eating your cake, you know?
Yes.
It's in your food and cake, you know? Like, fuck. Some badass shit.
Gosh, cold.
What, you need a hug? You need a hug so you can feel better?
Yes. I like this jacket.
I like this jacket. What?
What is this? Bone?
No, it's not real bone, it's just like...
Oh! See?
I have the two of that here. My arm.
Oh!
You're not doing some of this shit? It's good. It's like, it's hot.
Yeah, he swears a lot. It's it's interesting. You kind of see that as soon as you show him a bit of compliance and weakness, he runs with it. And on top of that, it seems to me that him swearing I was trying to figure out what was going on there, what's going on in his mind. I don't know, but it seems like the reason why he was saying get the fuck out of my party, swearing and being very aggressive, and you could see that he was doing this sly little look. He's like, get the fuck out of my party, and like giving this little look to her. It was almost like I don't know what the Dominican Republic is like, but it seems like he was trying to let her know that he's super alpha and he's aggressive and trying to project a few things. Don't mess with me, one, and be very agreeable and compliant with me all the way through, or there might be some trouble. It just seems like he was trying to project all of those things. Maybe it's a dangerous area, Dominican Republic, I don't know, but that type of mentality that he was just projecting was very ghetto in a way, very domineering. I wouldn't say it's a positive thing to do. I would say it's it's a bit of a third world ghetto sort of way of trying to dominate a girl and let her know not to, in an underhanded way, don't mess with me. So for instance, just say you go to you go to the ghetto and some guys sit around with the table with you and they say to you, don't worry, we got your back. We're all friends here. But if anyone messes with you, you let us know, we'll fuck them up. What they're really saying, they're not saying, look, I got your back, I'm going to fuck anyone up that messes with you. They're also saying to you, don't fuck with us or we'll fuck you up. Okay, so what he's kind of saying there was, it was kind of in an intimidating way, trying to intimidate her into more compliance. That's my take on it, okay? I could be wrong.
So you can like get hot. Like it?
Of course, I like it.
Cool. Give me your hand.
Give me a hand. Yeah, he's looking to be very domineering.
To warm it up. Oh, you know. So what you been doing here? Like, what you been doing? Like, to give me like a nice hug. You know?
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye. Bye. The third one. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Did she just run away? I gotta see this.
The third one. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Running up the stairs, okay.
Like kissing me?
Yeah.
Is that the same girl? No, it isn't, is it? No, it's a different girl. Why is this next one here? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's move on to the next video. Next Infield.
I'm looking for a place called like Grand Central Station. You know what is it? Grand Central.
Okay, let's go back.
Sorry, I'm looking for a place called like Grand Central Station. You know what?
Yeah, it's very, very indirect, very, you know, he likes to open with, do you know where the Jumbo Juice is? Do you know where the station is? Do you know where the bus stop is? Hey, I need to buy something. Do you know where that is? I'm a little bit lost.
What is it? Grand Central, yeah.
That way.
Are you from this area? Are you from here?
I am not.
Then he flows straight into her logistics. Are you from the city? He did the same. There was the same pattern with the Japanese girl.
Also, like I'm meeting a friend because we went to a bar. It's called like 13 Steps. You know? Have you heard of that bar before? 13 Steps.
What?
The bar 13 Steps.
No.
You don't know what is it? Where are you from? Like you look Italian or something. Are you Italian?
Spain. I'm from Spain.
Hablo español.
See?
Guess where I'm from? Give me a second. Give me a second.
Venezuela?
No. Keep guessing. You know?
Chile?
No.
Colombia.
If you guess right, I give you $5. You know?
Just speak in Spanish.
¿Qué tú quieres que te diga?
Puertorriqueño.
No.
Dominicano.
Yeah, I fight for that. You know? Do you have Dominican friends?
I used to date someone from there.
So it must be in America. Must be in America. So he goes, he asks for directions. That's his go-to approach. Asks for directions and then straight away goes, are you from around here? Goes straight into logistics.
Oh, really nice. And what are you doing here, like in New York?
Vivo aquí.
You work here? What do you do?
Trabajé para una empresa de joyería.
Yeah.
Bueno, estoy medio.
That's nice. You know, I do like database administration. You know, I live in Atlanta, so I'm here like visiting family members. You know, I have a lot of friends in New York. I used to live in New York. You know, I've been in this country for like 11 years. You know.
So where do you live now?
I live in Atlanta. I just like visiting in New York right now. You know. So it's like, where are you going right now? Like you meeting your a friend or something?
I'm meeting a friend later.
Like later? I have to meet a friend like in 20 minutes, you know? Meet a friend in 20 minutes and then going to a bar just to like catch up, you know? Do you have, if you have like free time, we can have like coffee if you want, you know?
Sure.
Like in Starbucks, you know?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so it's kind of the same strategy. I'm having a bit of there's dust everywhere from moving. Ask for a directional opener, and then he just says, "Where you from? You from around here?" And that's his way of transitioning from asking for directions. And then, by the looks of things, his go-to is an instant date for coffee. And did he say Starbucks again?
Or just to like catch up, you know. If you got like free time, we can have like coffee if you want, you know.
Sure.
Like in Starbucks, you know.
Yeah, why not?
Starbucks again. That's his go-to. Ask for directions. Are you from around here? Where you from? What country you from? Which is very common. A lot of guys do that. What are you doing right now? You free? Come to Starbucks. That's his go-to. Instant date.
Does that happen to you? Do you talk to random people in the street?
You talk to random people in the street.
No. So one thing.
This is the eternal debate. Lots of people ask this question. Does the length of the interaction matter? And I don't think it's been solved. So if you do a ton of approaches and just have short interactions and number close and get out, gather that data, and then go do a ton of long interactions off the approach, instant date, try to build up more rapport. It hasn't been solved, which is better. So for instance, if you take this guy's strategy, Tay Social does the same thing, instant date off every approach. So he believes obviously that the longer you're in the interaction, you're more likely you are to build rapport. But the thing is, when you go on that instant date, you're not doing any more approaches, therefore you're not getting any more leads. Therefore, all your eggs are in one basket, as the saying goes. Or you can do multiple approaches and just have short interactions, number close, get in, get out. You're more likely to have flaky numbers, but you're also more likely to have more leads. At the end of the day, who wins out? I don't think that has been solved. So I like to diversify and have a mixture of approaches. Short-term approaches, get in, get out, get a number, get a few leads under the belt, put them in your pocket, and then get some longer interactions, and then go for instant dates towards the end. So diversify your approach during one session. Don't just go instant date off the first approach, right? That's my take on it anyway.
You know, like how old are you? You look young, you know, you're like in your early 20s, you know, or like mid 20s.
I'm 27.
27? I'm 28.
28? Alright.
Yeah, just like 1 year older.
You didn't say.
Julio.
Julio, okay.
What about you, Sarah? Yeah, my name is really common in the Dominican Republic. Like around 10% of the people, men, you know, their name Julio, you know. Mm-hmm. Why is a common name in Spain?
Sarah, a common name.
It's very common. What about male names?
Maybe Diego, Julio is also not super common, but it is common. Fernando, Carlos.
You know, like Julio is common is because it's from Rome, you know? From Rome, you know, it's a Latin name.
Oh, okay.
And you know, like the Spanish, Portuguese, and French come from Latin.
Yeah.
And that's why like the name Julio is very popular, you know?
Julio Cesar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he strikes me as the type of guy that's very domineering. You can see he's got the same structure of his approach, and goes for the instant dates. And then when he gets into the meat of the conversation, it's very monotone. There's not a lot of spiking. There's no jokes. He's not very funny. He's not really adding much emotion. If anything, what he's doing is just being a little bit domineering in the meat of the conversation, which is a strategy that does work sometimes. I've tried this. It has worked with good success when I've tried this, where you just be a little bit more bossy. That's probably the best way to put it. You start saying, hey, let's come here, let's go there, trying to bounce and trying to be a little, you're seeking compliance at every turn possible. And it seems like that's what he does, and he also tries to be a little bit domineering and a little bit with the Japanese girl, sometimes over the top aggressive, in a almost intimidation type of a tactic.
Like, yeah, the conqueror of Rum,
Can I take off my mask?
Of course, of course.
See, she's asking him for permission because she can already see that he's very domineering.
I hate wearing masks,
Yeah, me too.
I think that the virus is fake,
Really?
Yeah, I think like it's
I
fake.
don't know. I mean, there are people who got sick, that's for sure. But
The thing is like,
an invention, like man-made or whatever.
I think it's just a regular flu. I think the virus is just a regular flu, to be honest.
Could be, yes, I agree.
Like people who got sick of it, they're really like a small percentage of the population, and they got better. Most people, they've recovered of the virus. So it's like, for me, it's like the regular flu.
Yeah.
And this is just like destroying the economy, Like, I don't like it. Like, I have a business, I sell like online products, I also like teach sales, You have a pretty face, You have a good like face structure,
Thank you.
Yeah, you have like good jawline, good chin,
Yeah, I don't think she's laughing at his joke, because he's not really joking. She's just laughing at how weird what he just said is. I think across the board, if you're complimenting, keep it subtle, guys. You end up putting her on a pedestal or looking a little bit socially awkward. And she's laughing at him. She's not laughing with him there. She's going, whoa, yes, I have a good face structure. Oh, this guy's a little bit... what is this guy talking about? And also, if you're complimenting, you lose all mystery, right? You put her on a pedestal, you lose all the mystery. You lose the advantage as well. Probably not the best thing to do.
You could be a model, Never tried that before?
Nope. No.
Then she's actually thinking he's crazy. I'm gonna listen to that again.
Sales, You have a pretty face, You have a good like face structure,
Yes, she just thinks that is really weird.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have like good jawline, good chin, You could be a model, Never tried that before?
Nope.
And then they cut. That's the whole scene. That quick little 10-second bit where she's just like, what? That's weird.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean,
It won't, right?
nope.
That look like the type that. That look like that type of man that.
I don't know if there's a type, but a lot of men are like that. And they talk to girls in the street and they give you their numbers, and then they are married or whatever.
Yeah, probably, probably.
So, yeah.
Probably I have like a couple of baby mamas out there,
Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna take the train here.
That
Straight away, she's like, I'm gonna take the train. Yeah, no comment.
Okay, it was nice meeting you. Yeah, like listen. Do you have a number?
Yeah, I can give you my number if you want.
Okay.
The question is, it didn't sound like he had lined up a date or something that they could do in the future. Maybe we missed that part of the interaction. But it seemed like, okay, she's going to the train station. He's just asking for the number without lining up a date. Obviously, I recommend that you guys do that. When is she free next? When's her next day off? Figure out what you guys have in common, what hobbies you have. Try to line up a date before asking for the number, because then you have a reason to get the number, right? And it makes the number just a little bit less flaky. It's just just ticks another box that can help you solidify that number. That's the only reason why. It just makes it a little bit more solid.
What's your number?
718.
718. Yes. So yeah, like I want to show you my tattoos, you know. I want to get.
I want to show you my tattoos. His body language is very aggressive. You see how he's like front on? I wouldn't recommend that either, to be honest. People talk about having alpha body language. I would say sometimes if you're just a little bit too domineering, she might not reply. She might not come back. She might just think, hang on, this could be dangerous with this guy.
Naked and show you. I'm joking about it, you know.
You have to get naked here, then please don't. It's just very small. Very, very tiny.
Oh, what the fuck? This is so small, you know. It's like planets, you know.
Yeah, it's just like a little universe. But I have another one here, but it's also very small.
Oh, that's true. So listen, then it was really nice meeting you on ahead. You know, I have to call my friend, you know, and then we can hang out. You know, we can hang out. You know, and
Stay in touch.
Hang out and do what? It seems like they haven't organized anything. This is a bit of a massive mistake, in my opinion. Yeah, we should hang out sometime. She's like, yeah, keep in touch. It's like, why? How about you figure out what you guys have in common, what hobbies she likes to do, figure out when she's free, and do it all now. You should have done it instead of... Yeah, that's what the conversation should have been about, really. During the cold approach, especially if you have an instant date like this, you have a lot of time to find out what she likes to do and line up a date in the future. Instead of just now, this is going to make his texting so much more difficult. Because if you think about it, he's going to now text her and go, oh, so when are you free? Because he doesn't know. He's going to say, oh, what do you like to do? What do you like to do for fun? Because he doesn't really know. He should have done all that during the cold approach. It's so important, and it helps the texting. Because now he might go, oh, I'll meet you on Saturday at 6 p.m. and we'll go for a drink. She's like, oh, I'm working Saturday and I don't drink. He's like, oh, shit. Okay, well, let's gamble and try roll the dice. Oh, Wednesday, let's go for coffee. She's like, oh, you know, Wednesday's the day where I go dancing or something. Sorry, and I don't drink coffee. You know, he should figure all that out on the date, make the number more solid, and make the texting so much easier by figuring that out. That's why I get my guys to go into logistics, hobbies, line up a date.
I am not married, you know.
I'm my sister.
But oh, what? You're so excited.
But I have 5 kids.
No, I'm not married, you know. And then like. I'm not married, but there's something that we can talk about. It's like it's a little bit complicated stuff, you know.
You can tell me now, I mean, or later, whatever.
Yeah.
This is a big mistake. You're not impressing her. See, he's a little bit too alpha for his own good. And it's kind of cavemanish at this point. If the girl is concerned about dating married men, or men that already have wives or girlfriends or have kids, don't pretend that you have all of that. Don't pretend that you're awesome. It's not a pre-selection thing. This does not work that way. All you're doing is looking like a sleaze bag, and she's going to flake on you. What you do is you tell her, I never approach any girls. Never. You're the first girl I've ever approached. And yes, I am single. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I'm totally free, and that's why I spoke to you. This is totally spontaneous, and you're the only girl I've ever spoken to. You don't do the total opposite. Oh, yeah, I've got all of these girls. I'm just so popular with the ladies. So I've got kids everywhere, and I'm really cool. She's not going to reply, dude. It's the stupidest thing. I hear people say that is a cool strategy. It just doesn't work. It's been proven not to work. The length of the date, whether it's short interactions or instant dates, that hasn't been proven. But it has been proven that making out that you're super cool and you have 20 girlfriends at home, that is a good way to blow an entire interaction.
We can meet another time and tell you. And it's complicated, and I'm not married, you know. That's a good thing.
Why
you know,
is it
I'm not married.
complicated?
What happened?
Very
Just tell her that it's not complicated and you're single. I bet she would never reply to this guy. What a huge mess up. Like he's destroying this entire interaction.
It's not complicated. If you're
No, it is. I have to explain you certain things, you know. Yeah. Well, we can talk.
You don't have to explain me.
No.
Yeah, you don't have to explain anything to her because she's not going to reply to you. You just blew it. Oh, it's really stupid actually. This is a fuck up, in my opinion.
I don't know. I don't want your explanation, you know. But like, you know, we can talk about it like when we have more time.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now, like,
Sure.
I'm living, you know. But yeah, like, I'm not married, you know. Like, I'm not taking or anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I have to explain you some things. You know? Nice to meet
You're
you.
fine.
Yeah, I am flowing, you know. But you know, like, I'm gonna do it, you know.
¿Hablas español?
Sorry, man, I don't have any chance, brother.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So like, be careful out there, you know. Take care of yourself, you know.
You too. Alright.
Don't
Talk to strangers.
talk to strangers, you know. Take care.
I think that was a flaky one at the end because he messed it up. It's kind of the same setup. Street, walk and talk approach.
Hi.
Hang on, did he touch her on the shoulder? I know guys like this with the same strategy. Let's watch this again. Don't do this, guys. Yes, he did. Watch his right hand. Watch his right hand. See it? It's going up. And then, see? His right hand touched her on the left shoulder. We lose it for a second. And then she stopped and turned around. He didn't say anything. He just touched her on the shoulder. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've seen guys do this before. I've hung out with guys that do this and I've said, look, don't do that around me. To the point where I've seen a guy do that and then I've seen security come over and go, are you okay? Is this guy harassing you? Don't go over and touch people in the street, okay? Especially, and this video is posted in 2021, in the middle of the pandemic. Yeah, this guy's not very bright. He's showing a lot of low IQ strategies here.
Hi.
She said, excuse me.
I have a question. I want to say hi to you randomly. How are you? Good. Oh, excuse me. Where are you going right now?
42nd Street, the other side.
Listen, let's have a coffee right now.
Coffee? Why?
Yes. Because you look attractive. I want to have coffee with you right
I
now.
don't really drink coffee.
How about tea? Green tea. Come,
Why
maybe
don't you
5
just
minutes.
walk?
Come, let's walk. Where are you from?
I'm from Miami.
Oh, that's cool.
And you?
I live here now, but I am Dominican.
Okay.
Whoa. That is not a very smart strategy. Let's watch that one more time.
Hi. I have a question. I want to say hi to you randomly. How are you?
Good.
Oh, excuse me. Where are you going right now?
42nd Street, the other side.
Listen.
So we're going to start that again, and something happens, it cuts out, and then it goes to another part, and the audio overlaps with the next part of the audio of the footage.
Hi. I have a question. I want to say hi to you randomly. How are you?
Good.
Oh, excuse me. Where are you going right now?
Very aggressive, front on. It's hard to see it, but he's front on. She stops. She's like, excuse me, and he's like, front on, aggressive. I got a question. where are you going right now? So he's very aggressive, touched her on the shoulder. If you guys try this, I've hung out with guys that try this type of strategy. They get a lot of flaky numbers, and they can get themselves in trouble. I've seen these guys have onlookers step in and go and ask the girl if she's okay. This is way too aggressive.
42nd Street, the other side.
Listen, let's have a coffee right now.
Coffee? Why?
Yes. Because you look attractive. I want to have coffee with you right
I
now.
don't really drink coffee.
How about tea? Green tea. Come,
Why
I'll be
don't you
5
just
minutes.
walk?
Come, let's walk. Where are you from?
Originally Miami.
Oh, that's cool.
And you?
I live here now, but I am Dominican.
Oh, okay.
Dominican people do that, you know. We see attractive girls, we approach them, you know.
I have my ex-sister
Yeah.
for 3 years.
Listen, what do? You look artistic.
Teacher?
Teacher?
Yeah.
Of what?
I substitute teach.
Okay.
Yeah.
I teach social dynamics.
Do you?
Yeah. I created a company like 5 years ago. I teach like public speaking, social dynamics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what kind of teaching? Like high school teacher or something?
Yeah, no, any grade right now. I got here late in the school year, so I couldn't like teach regularly.
That's really cute, you know. You teach like really.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive, over-the-top, domineering, almost intimidation sort of a tactic. I can see him. I can see him. You know, because it is a girl, he's going to be really aggressive with her. But I can see him getting himself in trouble sometimes with this type of strategy.
Your kids or?
Oh, shit. 6th grade, little kids, all of them.
That's
My school, I'm just substitute, so I just take over the class.
That's
for
cute.
The teacher.
That's
Maybe
cute.
like 3 days, sometimes 20 days. Depends.
Yeah. Do you do anything like dancing or singing or something?
I used to play soccer.
Oh, soccer. Oh, sports. You like sports? I also play baseball, you know? That's cool. You look really sexy, you know, like amazing. You know, so cool. Let's go. Let's go to Starbucks right here. Grab some coffee. I wanna have tea.
Same strategy. Walk and talk. Approach from the side. What are you doing right now? Where are you going? Instant date. Exact same strategy. Very domineering. Looks for compliance. Just very pushy and tries to boss them around and gain compliance by he's like a sledgehammer. Let's just put it that way.
How is Miami? I've been there.
Good.
My friend just moved to Miami, you know?
It's good. Miami's good, but I've lived here for a very long time. I live in the Upper East Side.
So you got bored of that?
I've lived in New York now for 7 years, but I'm from Miami and I've lived there forever. So yeah, I'm bored of it. There's more money here, so that's why I came here.
Yeah, here for business it's really
For
good, you know?
money, yeah.
That's why I came here.
And then I moved to Beverly Hills in June with my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend. I came back to get my teacher certification. And
She said boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend. So she let him know that she's single.
and he couldn't handle me being here. I've recently been broken up for 3 weeks now.
What
He's
the
in Beverly
fuck?
Hills. I'm in New York.
That's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Come here. I just eat, you know, I just want to get like some green tea, you know, just like get the food. What do you want? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm supposed to meet somebody some place called Lime. I don't know if you've ever heard of Lime disease.
Oh, what's that?
Like basically, you have to be careful. Like if you go like up north, the tick will bite you,
Yeah?
and you can get Lyme disease.
Holy fuck.
That's what happened to her. She got bit by a tick, and she was just.
Same strategy. It's as if they're in the same spot and he just goes straight to the Starbucks and then goes straight to the park, sits down with them. They looked like the same chairs where he had the second instant date. And that might be the same park where he had the date with the Japanese girl. He's got the exact same strategy.
Like she has like, because she's so beautiful, but it like affects her emotions and her brain and everything.
Her brain.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
You out, like you can't get up. Like she has got 3 kids, so she needs my help. She's a photographer. She shoots weddings. And she's like, can you please come help me? I have nobody else.
Oh, you have a business, right? So you wanna help her?
I'm gonna help her with her business for 5 days, and then I'm gonna come back.
That's really cool.
Look, I'll pay for your plane ticket. I know you're gonna be missing work, but I really need help. No one else will help me. I said, no one else will help you. I'll come.
Yeah, that's cool, you know.
She booked me a ticket, and my birthday was yesterday, so.
Happy birthday, come here.
Thank you.
Give me a hug. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Just going to hang out with her too. Spend time with a friend.
Yeah, he noticed that as well. He went for the hug. Watch it.
My birthday was yesterday, so.
Happy birthday.
So he went for the hug. She reached around and then she let go fast. And then he kept his hand there to just try to feel out and just see how much she would tolerate. And he realized that it's not much. And then he pulled his hand away. Watch closely.
Come here.
Thank you.
Give me a hug.
So that's the point. It was a big hug. She pulls her hand away immediately. He leaves his hand there for a little bit longer.
Happy birthday.
See, she's pulled her hand away straight away, and now she's already pulling away. And at this point, she's already pulled away, and he's leaving it there, hoping to be able to continue, and he realizes it's a bit weird and pulls it away eventually.
Thank you.
At this point, yeah, see at the back, he's like, holding on, I'm almost out, I'm getting kicked out.
Just going to hang out with
And then pulls away.
her too. Spend time with a friend because
Not necessarily a good sign.
I'm not really
Let's sit down there.
very fresh.
But you notice how he says, let's sit down over there. Let's do this. He's very domineering in that way. I would say that you can also let her choose as well. Something I often do is when I go out on a date, I say, look, let me get the coffees or whatever and go pick a seat and I'll come find you. In this situation, you could ask her, where would you like to sit? But this guy likes to be very domineering and look for compliance. He wants to be in charge, which is a good thing. It's a good thing, but it seems like he goes a little bit too far. But also with a girl like this that knows her value, knows her rights, when you're a little bit too aggressive and you say, let's sit over here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, she's going to notice it, but she's not going to tell you. She's not going to say, hey, you're a little bit too bossy. She's just not going to reply later on. She's not going to reply to your text messages. And then she's just going to disappear, block you, ghost you, game over.
I was with, he was really controlling. I didn't really have too much of a life anymore.
Everyone wants to be free, you know? If you're not free, you're gonna go crazy.
I mean,
People die for freedom, you know? Like all the wars are for freedom. Like maybe like 80% of the wars are for freedom, you know?
so you can have a strong man you find, but he's probably got 4 girls after him.
You're so funny. You're so funny. Maybe you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Forget about having kids.
No, listen. If you want your kid, you should go for it, you know? It's like,
I do, but I want to be with the right person, so I'll wait, you know? Like, I'm not gonna say, random guy, get me pregnant. I'm not gonna trap anybody.
no one gets.
It's hard to follow, just taking little snippets of the whole conversation.
So I'm trying to get away, you know, keep myself busy. I want to go somewhere in November, like Jamaica,
Jamaica.
or like somewhere hot.
Or Jamaica.
No,
Big black guys.
no.
Are you joking?
Yeah, he's right. He's right. So she just broke up with a boyfriend. That's why she's allowing this guy to be like this, it seems to me. She just broke up with a boyfriend. She's looking for something on the side. She's thinking about going on holidays to Jamaica. A girl deciding to go to Jamaica on a holiday is looking for a fling. She's looking to get away and just do some dirty romp, get it all off her chest, feel a lot better about herself, come back, come back to society again. But he's giggling now. She seems to be in charge at this point because he's giggling like a bit of a girl, which is very strange considering how domineering he has been up until this point.
I told that to my friend, you know. She went to Jamaica. I said, why are you going to Jamaica? Big tall guys, and he was laughing as well.
Oh, I want to go because I've never been to Japan.
Yeah.
You cut it off. I want to hear that conversation. Why did you cut it off?
You really can't because you're sing, right?
I don't drink alcohol.
Oh, you don't drink alcohol?
I may drink a beer, but I don't use drugs.
Good.
Or
Smoke weed?
drink alcohol or smoke nothing.
That's good. Never?
Cut it off. I want to hear that conversation too.
It's really cool.
Yeah, no,
You have to wear something better.
Yeah, I'm not wearing very much clothes. So. Sarah.
Sarah, my name is Pedri.
With an H. S-A-R-A-A-H. Like in the Bible.
Sarah.
What is it?
Sarah.
Yours.
Pedri.
Pedri?
Pedri.
Pedri? I can't say.
Pedri.
Pedri.
Like my name? It's cute, right?
Yeah, but I can't say it right. You have like
Pedri, say it. Pedri.
Pedri. I
Pedri.
can't roll my R's. I can't do that. So can I have another name for you? Pedri. I can't do it. I have no R's. Can't do it. I've always
Say carro.
carro.
Is he trying to number close?
Carro.
See, I can't even do it with carro.
Come practice, you know.
Huh?
I got it. I send you this. Really cute. Bye.
Okay, last one.
Hey, excuse me.
This is a different approach. This is totally different. Turn this up a bit. So, looks like it's daytime. They're not at a festival, are they? Where are they? This is weird. There's a guy walking in socks in the middle of the street. There's music. She's stationary. She looks a bit trashy. It's like a rave or something. It looks like a rave, but it probably isn't. Headphones in. This is an interesting approach.
Hey, excuse me.
It's also... He's carrying the backpack. His fashion is a little bit strange, but I guess he fits in with the way everyone else is dressed around here. Hell, this guy's wearing socks.
You want to say hi to your randomly? Are you helping somebody? Hi, how are you?
Hi. I was just watching.
Are you just watching?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
She's just watching. There's something happening over there. She's got her headphones in, standing there. It's quite an aggressive, front-on approach. I had to come, I wanted to meet you, puts the hands out, shaking the hand.
Colorado.
I'm far from that,
Are you from here?
Yeah, I'm from here. You look Italian.
She's covered in tattoos.
A little bit, no? You're Italian?
No, I'm Spanish.
Habla español.
Huh?
Habla español.
Colorado? What?
Que si habla español.
No,
Asking if you speak Spanish.
I don't.
Spanish is my first language, you know?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm Dominican, originally.
Oh, okay.
So have you been in Dominican Republic before?
No.
It's like in Central America. It's like
Okay. I've never been there.
You wanna have coffee with me right now?
Really? You want to come have coffee with me right now? This is a short interaction, so let's just start from the beginning.
Hey, excuse me. You wanna say hi to your randomly? Are you helping somebody? Hi, how are you?
Hi.
watching?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Colorado.
High five for that,
Are you from here?
High five, because you're from Colorado.
Yeah, I'm from here. You look Italian a little bit, You're Italian?
No, I'm.
Same thing. You look Chinese. You look Italian. You just go straight into that. It's not recommended, guys. Probably you shouldn't do that. I would recommend you wouldn't do that. It can backfire a lot of the times. Just don't do things that can backfire.
Spanish.
Habla español.
Huh?
Habla español.
What?
Her background's Spanish, but she's clearly American. You can hear it by her accent. Most Americans don't understand what they're talking about. She's like, oh, I'm Spanish background, but never been to Spain, can't speak the language, don't know anything about Spain. So he goes straight into, starts talking in Spanish. And then the standard for him, because he's on autopilot in a lot of these approaches, come for a coffee at Starbucks and then we'll sit in the park. The exact same strategy, I bet.
Que si habla español.
No.
Asking if you speak Spanish.
I don't.
Spanish is my first language,
Is it?
Yeah, I'm Dominican originally.
Oh, okay.
So have you been in Dominican Republic before?
No.
It's like in Central America. It's like
Okay. I've never been there.
You wanna have coffee with me right now?
Coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs compliance. He feels comfortable when he's pushing for an instant date. It's as if he doesn't have the verbals to sit there and try engage, and he wants to feel like he's in his own comfort zone. So he goes over there, very aggressive off the approach, goes for the instant date. I need to start bouncing the girl immediately so I feel comfortable. That's what it seems like anyway.
Wanna go around?
Come for a coffee at Starbucks. As soon as she starts moving, then he starts bossing her around. Watch this.
In Central America, it's like
Okay. I've never been there.
You wanna have coffee with me right now?
Coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come for the coffee, and then you'll start bossing her to come around.
Wanna go around?
See that? Then he's like, go around. We're gonna go around. We'll go this way. So he needs compliance. I think it makes him feel more comfortable.
I like your tattoos,
Thank you.
Compliments, kind of same as the other girl. I like your jaw structure.
You have a lot of tattoos, holy fuck. Are you a tattoo artist?
No, I'm a hairstylist.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Like, nice to meet you.
Well, can I have a hug?
Yeah, you can have a hug, Good night, kiss, Maybe another time. Tell me when you're free.
So usually I'm free.
He's trying to line up a date. He seems to be doing the right thing this time at the end.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
See, guys at home, if you get this, she's free Tuesdays and Wednesdays. You know what that means? She works in hospitality, right? That means that, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday night, she's working in hospitality, a cafe or a restaurant, something like that. A lot of hospitality girls, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're free. Now, that just saves you a whole load of headache when it comes to texting and try to line up a date. If you can sort that out off the cold approach, it just makes texting and scheduling dates so much easier. And this is the first time he's done it, by the way.
Next Tuesday, you wanna hang out?
Yeah.
Let's hang out next Tuesday,
Huh?
Let's hang out next Tuesday.
Okay.
That's
Well,
good.
just text me.
I will teach you. Take care,
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep, she's a bit of a yes girl by the looks of things. Yeah. Oh, we're coming up to about an hour. That went quick. So, this South American guy's game is pretty much like this. It is ask for directions off the approach. The directional opener. It's a bit of a beginner move, but it seems to be something that he's stuck with for a long time. then he would say something along the lines of, where you from? Japan, Spain, Miami, what are you doing pretty much right now? There's no spikes, there's no emotion, there's no creativity in his verbals. And then it's come for a coffee. He doesn't ask them what they're doing right now, actually. He doesn't even do proper logistics to find out if they're really busy. He just flows straight into come for a coffee with me and tries to take them to Starbucks. His strategy is instant date every girl off the approach, because he obviously believes that the more time off the cold approach you have, the more likelihood that approach will be a solid approach by building rapport. A lot of guys believe that. Again, it has not been proven. I hear who's going to win out if you do, say, he goes out for a good hour or an hour and a half instant date off his first cold approach. He's got one lead at the end of the day. You spend that hour and a half and maybe get 2 or 3 leads. If you're active, that is. You got 3 leads to play with. He has 1. At the end of the week or at the end of the year, when you have a large enough sample size, who wins out with the higher success rate? We don't know. But he has only done this out of all 4 approaches. He only got the schedule of the girl off 1. So he was spending a lot of time with these girls, but only one of them he got her schedule and kind of lined up a date. And as you can see with this last one, it was a date for Tuesday. So he's already lined up a date off the cold approach, which I recommend that you guys do. But he didn't do that for the previous 3. He also likes to push for, he needs compliance. So he pushes for it hardcore. I would also recommend that you do not go and touch a girl off the approach. You don't go over and grab her shoulder to open. I recommend that you guys don't do that. He does the walk and talk off the approach, and then goes, when they stop, he has very strong body language. He likes to look at them front on, and can be very domineering. So his entire day game structure is pretty much the same. I dare say that he's got a structure. It tends to work for him. He's got in his comfort zone and he's stuck with it. Now, for you guys at home, I wouldn't recommend that you stick with a structure. It's called pickup art for a reason. I recommend you guys try new things, innovate. I also recommend you spike a little bit more off your approaches during your cold approach. I don't recommend that you compliment as much as he has. He complimented a little bit too much for my liking. And have a mixture of strategies. Have a mixture of ways of going about your game. Be creative. And you're supposed to have fun with this. So that's my recommendation for you guys. And this is my breakdown of this infield. 4 infields. Again, it's really dusty here. It's probably a little bit too dark. But that's what I'm dealing with. The next video I'm going to have a little bit more light. I still look okay. Not too bad. But if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the subscribe button. And also, if you're in the Facebook group, sorry I haven't been uploading, but if you're watching this on YouTube, in the description there is a Facebook group with all of my infield breakdowns inside that Facebook group. There's also a Telegram group where we chat. So there's the chat for Telegram. There's the Facebook group with all of these infield breakdowns, so you guys can educate yourself on how to run your cold approach. And in the description, check out my website. I've got, or it could be in the description as well, I've got a free video series and a free PDF. They'll get sent out to you. All you have to do is enter your email address. That should be in the description as well. And for the rest of you guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.